to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about something a little interesting. So I wanted to come on here and talk about my experience studying at BAC, Botswana Accountancy College. So the way I thought I would tackle this video is going to be for both the student that is just starting and the student that is considering going to BAC. So if you don't know, I did accounting and finance with BAC. I finished, I don't know if it was May or April. Campusing in the courses that are specifically for that campus, which is business school, business and leisure school, because BAC is broken up into different schools. The business and leisure school courses, most of them, if not all of them, run for 3.5 years. So I've been with BAC for about 3.5 years. So I've got a general idea of what goes on and what BAC is about and all of that. So yeah, the campus, BAC has 3 campuses. It has the big main campus. It has, I think, the library campus, and then the campus that I attended, which was at the Fairgrounds Financial Park. It's this little campus of about 11 rooms, not including the cafeteria and the lecture rooms. So it was literally so small, and then there are little benches outside. And yeah, me and my friends used to talk about how that campus doesn't give you the full university experience, as opposed to Botswana UB, where it's a big school where there's so many students going in and out of class. There's food court, there are little chill areas, there are, and I guess that's why a lot of BAC students have on Friday with UB and all of that, because other than the fact that a lot of our friends go to school there, it just has this nice chilled environment where you can just hang out with your friends, whereas our campus didn't. You'd literally just go to class, then go home. What can I say about my course? First of all, for the person that is interested in doing accounting and finance, it's not that difficult, to be honest. I mean, if I was able to do it and pass, I didn't, because results are out, so I can officially sit here and say that I am done. I got my results and I've made it. My grades are not stellar, they're okay. So for the person that wants to study accounting and finance, I can say it's not difficult. You don't look at it and go oh my god, this is gonna be so hard, how am I gonna do it? It's not that deep. I can tell you that in the course there's this module that gave not only me but a lot of people hell, and it's called management accounting. Management accounting doesn't only run in, it's not unique to my course only. I know a lot of accounting related courses, or even business related courses, they have module, management accounting. In terms of resitting or supplementing, whatever you call it at your campus, at your school, we call it resitting. In terms of resitting, the only thing I've ever resat was management accounting. And management accounting is one of those things where you're in class, you're listening, you think you understand, and then later on you're I don't think I really understand. I would urge anybody to make sure that they don't find themselves in that situation, because you literally get it depends, but I remember we got about between a week or 2 to study for our resit exam. It's not a nice experience. You don't get that much time. You have to come to school during winter. It's a headache. So I really urge you to make sure that make sure you don't resit. Another thing I can say to the people that are that have already started school is that if you're gonna study a week before the exam, best believe that your results are going to reflect study the week before the exam. I know that there's some people that are smart, they don't really have to study and they automatically pass. They just always pass. We're not all those people. So if you know you're not one of those people, I urge you, no matter how much it sucks, to always have to study. Like, I know that, I had the system, a lot of us had the system where we just like do our own thing, just go to class, come out of class, toss your books on the table or on the chair, watch TV or go on social media or whatever. Then the next day it's the same cycle, like every single day. Ka weekend, if that's if you have money, go out with your friends. Next week, repeat the same cycle until big idea exam or week before the exam. That's when you're like trying to absorb all the material the whole semester. So I used to do that, and like I said, if you do that, your results are going to reflect studied the week before or studied the night before. I urge you to at least try, like every time you learn a new topic, go classing, go skolong, I urge you to just take like literally 10, 15, 30 minutes, whatever, out of your night, out of your evening to like, or like even after class or whatever works for you. I know that personally, my brain between the hours of like 2 and 5, my brain would not work. Like, I cannot learn after 2. So 2 p.m. classes was such a drag for me. So I know a lot of people after class they'd stay in school. That was not me. So one thing that I can say, like it's within the same topic, university is all about finding what works for you. Never ever 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 take system and use it and adopt it and think that that's gonna work for you. That's what I learned. That's what I went about university. I never looked at Banababa and said that Wano is staying after school. Let me also stay after school and study. And like I said, my brain, high child true. I'm gone. Clocked out. Peace out. Done. So, if we're now you study better at night or you study better in the ungodly hours, so 3 a.m., 4 a.m., then do that. University is about finding what works for you and doing that. So when there's this thing don't study, is it don't study hard? I don't know. All I know is that they say study smart. So studying smart means studying in a way that is unique to you, in a way that works for you. Studying smart is about maximizing. It's about choosing what works for you. It's about living on campus. I lived on campus for 2 semesters. I think it was in year 1 and the beginning of year 2. Or was it all of year 1? I can't remember. But yeah, for 2 semesters. And how was it for me? One thing that I can say about on-campus living is that if you know that you love and you live for your peace and quiet, on-campus living is not for you. There's always loud music playing, there's always people running up and down. Campus living can make you party or drink or hang out with people all the time, and all you'll do is attend your classes, and after class you'll just be chilling with Banaba on campus, maybe drinking, maybe playing cards, maybe listening to music, and you won't study. So if you're focused, then on-campus living won't have an effect on your studies. I loved it. I wouldn't even lie. I loved the being away. I liked on-campus living. I really did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel like it contributed to my, if you ask me to describe my university experience in a nutshell, I feel like the time I lived on campus was a time where I had a really, really good time. I met a lot of cool people. So my advice on getting yourself on campus it's difficult. I'm sure who register on campus is not everybody gets it. So when I want something, I make sure. So for on-campus studying or whatever, for on-campus, to get myself on campus, I made sure that I was one of the first people on the list, which means either before before into the new semester, make sure or check out I can't remember, I think her name was Lorraine, I can't remember. Yeah, make sure wako facing the lady and you inquire apply before you bula. You make sure, if you have time, if you're in the city, you make sure inquire, like you make sure she knows you and she knows how adamant you are, and you make sure that you're one of the first people on that list. Even halekabula on the first day orientation, you make sure before orientation like I said, I'm not sure that's any go the office thing, and you inquire and you get your name on the list. Always make sure that whatever you want in life, always make sure that you're one of the first people on the list, if not the first person whose name is on the list. One of the things that helped me is that a lot of the times Nikki Pikaleke the smartest people in class. So if you can find a way who itzalanya or who ipatisale the smartest person in class and all of that. I don't really recommend sitting next to your friends in class. And that's what I did. I never sat next to one of my closest friends. Like people got the because we never used to sit next to each other, because now I knew that hangaba pale this girl or hangaba pale this guy. One how kabudu apotso or how kadira sengwe as in pairs, we're just both gonna be blank. So I always try to sit next to other people, or sit next to like people that really knew what was going on, you know? So another tip is that if you know that you need help, if you know that maybe there's people in your class, maybe you're not comfortable asking for help in classing, or you know you need extra help other than your netusoya, your classmates and your lecturer, I recommend looking for a tutor. Now when with management accounting, I got a tutor, and I think there was another module in what I did have a little bit of trouble in, but not that much. I also got a tutor. I was lucky enough, fortunate enough for my mom to help me out and a tutor. And yeah, how about now? My mom always says, this is what she always says to me, but I'd rather pay for a tutor than pay for you to have to retake. Retaking means that you're just redoing the whole module altogether. That's what she always says. So I recommend you guys, I urge you guys to like sit down and proper talk to your parents, lay it down to them, management accounting or this yambala. And I think that it would be better, or I think that you'd rather pay for me to get a tutor rather than paying for me to retake the whole module. So what would you rather do? You know? So I know that maybe your parent might think that one is not trying, but sometimes you really do need the extra help. Like when you know that you really are not hearing what's going on in classing, just get some extra help. But on that note, especially in university, when it comes to like maybe high school, it's not the same, because syllabus at high school is the same all across. When you're looking for a tutor, make sure you do a vast amount of research and ask around from different people. I don't have the contact with Zawali anymore. I wish I could help, but I don't. But if you ask around, maybe even from your lecturers, they can suggest somebody to you that can help you. Don't just choose anybody. Don't just go to maybe a random tuition center or whatever and say, hey, do you know management accounting? If you do, please help me, because I've had both me and my friends have had bad experiences with tutors. They were teaching us completely different concepts from what we were learning in class. And it's just like, what am I even paying for? So I urge you, as much as I suggest tuition, as much as I strongly believe in tuition, do your research and make sure that the concepts that motho or our match the concepts that you're learning in class. My last semester, I was actually like really frustrated at this point with the tutor. I couldn't find anybody to help me, so I ended up just like doing it by myself, getting friends from my classmates and all of that, because I was tired and I just did it. So you can also do it on your own with the help of others. You don't always need a tutor. University is a time of discovery, of enjoying yourself, of all-nighters, of that's if you're an all-nighter type of gal. Like, we're all different. At the end of the day, I stand saying we're all different. I personally was an all-nighter type of girl. Like, I would study all night and then maybe have an exam the next day, or like towards the exam I'd have all-nighters, push all-nighters go school, because I really believed that there was just too much going on. So I'd go to school, find myself an empty room, or a room with maybe like 3 or 4 people that were dead silent, because I cannot study Mumudumong at all. Find a room that was dead silent, sit there for hours and then study, like running on just like chocolate and water. Towards the last semesters, caffeine was just failing my body. Caffeine was just failing my body excessively. So I'd drink coffee or drink what is this? There are these pills that dissolve you something mag. Something, yeah. The dissolve that my friend once suggested to me. I tried those. This one, they did the same thing to me as caffeine. And my heart would race and I just feel shaky and anxious. So I just stopped caffeine altogether, and I'll just do all nights running on the Another thing I'd suggest is taking naps. Like I said, between 2 and 5, my brain would clock out. So I'd make sure. One thing that people like doing in university that I really, really don't suggest, and that I think is, and that I never understood, was that motho wa ba dule mo classeng mo sekolong ka bo 2 kana dule ka bo 5 ha go nga dule ka 5 like anana le class. Somebody would just jump right into an all night, maybe get some food, then come back to school and then eat, and then all night. Guys, I never understood where people got that strength. I cannot work if I haven't taken a nap. So now, I'll go home, take my nap, wake up, and go to school. So, sometimes I'd make sure I woke up and got ready before 6 or before 7, so that I could take public transport, making it more cost effective on myself. But sometimes I'd oversleep, or I'd find myself getting late, meaning I'd sleep later than usual, then wake up later than usual, then I'd have to take a cab. But yeah, do whatever works for you. Honestly, do whatever works for you. I never had that strength. And in terms of saving, if you want to save a few extra bucks, you don't have to be like those people that are always like buying food when they all night, buying the pizza, buying this when they all night. How hits are your nap, or before you nap, cook something up. Maybe the only thing that you can end up buying is little chips, a drink, or like chocolate or something. So in the place of coffee or energy drinks or whatever, like I said, which didn't work for my body, I'd eat chocolate. Chocolate does give you energy, so you could try chocolate. What else can you try? Electrolytes. My friend, she had the same problem as me. So she, instead of coffee or caffeine or whatever, she'd have the Energade. She said that Energades had electrolytes, which gave a little bit of energy. So that's what she had, and that's what I guess I could recommend for you. So yeah. And another thing I don't recommend is how hits are all night. Then you freshen up. Some people have done that and it's worked for them. Some people have crashed during the exam. So at the end of the day, it's about observing your body and not doing anything risky. That is the end of this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing university experience. Have fun, drink responsibly, study hard, there's nothing worse than like 1.5 years or 4 years if you're at UB and then getting mediocre results and being like, I really could have done better. Like, study hard, guys. Study hard, especially because you don't want to be that person that is because your results are not anything pleasing or anything like that. So just do the best that you can. Do the best you can. If you need help, like I said, there's tutors or your classmates. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like if you enjoyed the video. If it was informative for you, please give me a thumbs up so I know. And please, 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 if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and goodbye.